High Containment Biological Labs Part 2. In this session, we will not only talk about the high containment biological labs generally, but we look at the wider aspect of these labs, that how they are controlled nationally and at an international level and even globally. I want to explain it with an example. For example, when tsunami came, public gave blame to the government कि पहले से नेचुरल डिजास्टर के लिए कोई तैयारी नहीं की गई थी. इसी तरह अगर सुनामी इन्फेक्शियस एजेंट्स का हाई कंटेनमेंट लेबोरेटरीज में आ जाए तो इन सच सिचुएशंस इवन पब्लिक कैन गिव ब्लेम टू द गवर्नमेंट. So nowadays and even globally, labs are following biosafety and biosecurity guidelines. लेकिन आज भी अफ्रीका के कुछ ममालिक में even in some countries of South Asia, they are not following the biosafety and biosecurity guidelines properly. So how to control this tsunami? This is actually the responsibility of scientific community to think about the potential defects from both accidental and malicious breaches. कि अगर कोई accidental spillage हो गया है, then whether they have disinfected the area properly or not. Then what is safe to be used if they are using technology which is not safer for the lab worker, then it is better to go for the second option or for the second technology which is safer to use. So always prefer that technology which is safe in use. Now let's talk about the designing of high containment facility labs. There should be double door entries, one for the entry and other for the exit. And only authorized people can enter into the high containment biological labs. Even they have to control the airflow per hourly, whether it is a directional flow, negative pressure airflow, or whether it is single pass air. So here the airflow actually depends upon the biosafety cabinet we are using. Apart from this, we have to use multiple safety equipments in the lab and we have to adopt the multiple safety measures as well. Now there are still dangers of high containment biological labs, not only for the environment but also there are future challenges. The most prominent is global warming. The second danger is of high energy cost and the potential threat is of bioweapons or of bioterrorism. In order to control global expansion, high energy cost and bioterrorism, scientists have introduced green technology approach, जिसके वजह से green products की production ज़्यादा हो गई. Even people prefer the sale and purchase of these green products. इन इस ग्रीन टेक्नोलॉजी को पब्लिक में इंट्रोड्यूस कराने के लिए गवर्नमेंट ने टैक्स इंसेंटिव्स रखे, कार्बन टैक्स इंक्रीज कर दिया and there is also rising of fossil fuel. So people shifted from modern technology to the green products. Now if we want to control these threats at a national level, then we have to look at the limited resources so that we can deal them in a developing country as well. So at national level, we have to elect the biosafety officer at an institutional level and we have to elect the minister, that is the political member at a national level. There is need to formulate the national plans, programs. The nation or the government has to allocate the budget every year for the biosecurity challenges regarding high containment biological labs. Now, in order to improve our local economy, we have to prefer our own services. We have to prefer Pakistan-made equipments and even the reagents which are prepared in Pakistan, so that we can improve our economy. Apart from this, technical information can be gathered easily as this is the era of electronic information, and we can introduce technical information in Pakistan regarding genetic engineering applications by simply sharing the technology from other countries. Now, if you look at the global control, the number of organizations have been involved, and the most prominent is World Health Organization. Apart from this, BMBL is also involved in improving the microbiological practices. Then globally, new legislations have been introduced, implemented, and regulated in a proper way. In biosafety level 1 lab and even in high containment biological labs, we follow biosafety and biosecurity guidelines or biosafety manuals.